Saturday, something else. But all is good in the world. And we are going to do a video on the Charlotte Phoenix trade that was reported earlier today by Shams that will not get completed until July 6th, which is the official start of, July 1 starts the official calendar year. July 6th is when the moratorium is lifted, and Charlotte, of course, is in the news again, trading Miles Bridges. They're starting forward to Charlotte for Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal. They pick up a 2033 unprotected first, which is a pretty significant price to give up when you're looking at it from Phoenix's perspective here. So in its last, 72 hours, Charlotte picks up a 2033 unprotected first from Minnesota and an unprotected first from Phoenix. They also sent a least favorable 27 second, which is Orlando in Boston, and a 2029 first goes to Phoenix. The wording is, I'm not going to get everyone all complicated. The wording is a little bit complicated, but basically they had the right to swap with Minnesota 1-5, and they also had the least favorable of Minnesota, Utah, Cleveland. Phoenix is getting the second most favorable of that, somewhat of that group. We'll wait till the exact detailed of the wording as far as how it's spelled out here. So let's just look at the contracts real quick here. So Bridges is on an expiring contract. He is making $22.8 million. He is extension eligible. I would expect Phoenix to get something done. He's at 22.8. The max he can extend for is 3 years, $86 million. So it's basically 20% off that 22.8 number, and then the raises are 5%. The max of years is 4, including what is left on the contract. So 3 for 86. I would be beyond stunned if Miles Bridges does not sign an extension with Phoenix. You're not trading an unprotected first, and you're going to let the guy walk in free agency. So you lose some leverage when you're giving up a first in this deal here. So 22.8 comes back in. The contracts for Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen. So Grayson's got 2 years left, 18-1, 19-4. Second year's a player option. Royce is at 11-4. He's got $500,000 of unlikely bonuses that now apply towards the apron. For salary components, because Charlotte is using up more than 100% of the traded player exception. They are hard capped at the first apron. It will not matter. They are so well below, and we'll show that video in a minute. That graphic in a minute. And then for Phoenix, they are hard capped at the second apron because they are aggregating but taking less money back in the deal here. So we're going to share this. We'll share. All right. So here's where they are. Okay. All right. So your starting five: Green, Booker, Brooks, Bridges, Williams. Pretty good. Gillespie and Goodwin, Dunn, Highsmith, Fleming, Pete, Malwatch, and Iguodala. I would expect Phoenix to target some more shooting off the bench. So I would think you would target a guard. They will have the $6.1 million tax mid-level exception. Here is where they are: 208. The apron is 222. Non-tax the tax mid-level. Tax ML is 6.1. So I would expect a shooter to be targeted. Brooks, Iguodala, Bridges, and Jaylen Green as a 10-1. We'll keep an eye on the Dylan Brooks, who's also extension eligible. Here are your 4 free agents, and here's your depth chart. So there is a priority for Phoenix to go get a starting power forward. and you do that with Miles Bridges, who averaged a little over 17 points per game last year with Charlotte. Let's talk about Charlotte. Okay, so that is Phoenix in a nutshell here. So Phoenix right now has, they basically swap out their 33 unprotected, which is rich. You can trade 33, even though 32 is frozen, because, is 33 frozen or 31? Hold on one second. Ooh. The year is just like all catch up with the years. 32 is frozen, so you could trade 33. Even though whatchamacallit was frozen and everything like that. All right, so that is Phoenix in a nutshell. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Charlotte Hornets. So when you look at Charlotte, who has now traded LaMelo, your starting point guard, and your starting power forward for Naz Reid, Grayson Allen, who had an off year and had dealt with some injury, and Royce O'Neal, who's a serviceable big off your bench. You get to two unprotecteds, 33, Minnesota and Phoenix. You get a couple swaps in there too from the Timberwolves. And I think when you look at it, and I know some people in Charlotte were like, wait a minute, we had all this momentum, we were building it. And I think you have to kind of take a step back and realize kind of where you are with your roster. Could you duplicate? What's the upside with that roster? Are you comfortable paying Miles Bridges a new deal, who is on an expiring contract here? And I'm not ready. I'm not saying this team took a step back. I would totally disagree with that here. But they basically they gave themselves the optimal flexibility, roster-wise, draft-wise, to go out and continue adding to this group. So here is your, let's share. I know we have these on. All right, so here's where you are with Charlotte. Okay, White, Knipple, Miller, who's extension eligible, Naz Reid, Diabate. Your backcourt of Allen, Anderson. We'll see what happens with Pat Connaughton, Trey Mann. Front court, Liam McNeil. You got to get some developmental out of him. Williams, O'Neal, Saloon, Steinbach, and Kalkbrenner. Here is where you are. So the cap is 165. You're like, wait a minute, we got $9 million in room. No, you don't, because when you have these exceptions here, they count against the cap, not a salary, but against it as far as what your flexibility is. As you can see, they are well, great shape. A couple free agents. Miller, we'll keep an eye on. O'Neal is extension eligible, 3 for 56. So is Grant Williams. As I said, you have that close to $41 million trade exception from LaMelo Ball. You cannot sign players with that, but you can trade for players into that. You've got the non-tax ML, which is at $15 million. You can trade for players with that. You can sign players with that. I would think Charlotte would just be an opportunist as far as going out there and seeing what else is out there in the market. They have the potential to have 3 firsts next year, their own. Miami, if it's 15 to 30, and Dallas, if it's 3 to 30. And as we've talked about at length, they have a litany of draft picks, I think second most among all teams. And they are in really good shape here. So it's not a step back.